again, my name is Erin Kamau, I'm a master, I work in tariffs, and we'll get to discuss later. We have our team leader, the acting CEO, Wester, who will introduce himself and introduce the representative from the county, and also set the tone for this day, so that we understand why we are here and what we want to achieve.
Good morning, and I will request we fill the seat in front. We are not expecting any other honorable guest other than you. You are our distinguished stakeholders and our guests for this function. So please, if it is very yeah. So let me not use the Madam?
Yes.
You are the chief officer?
Yes, I'm the deputy.
Oh, okay. Great. So, any other county represented? The county administration? Other than the water companies? I know you are agent of the county, so counties are well represented. Okay. So, the CC men and reps from CC Matera, MDs, other senior members of staff of WSPs and other distinguished stakeholders, good morning. I'm happy we are gathered here to discuss these four instruments rather, as introduced by our facilitator. I'm sure you are all very much aware that somewhere mid-year, we got challenged on the guideline, corporate governance guideline, and it was stayed by the High Court. And the reason why it was stayed, it was not because of the content, but it was purported that there was no sufficient public participation. That was the reason. And we were asking ourselves, what is sufficient public participation? We are yet to get that answer. Because even in the early instruments, the guideline for 2018, we had done public participation, but the depth is what was being questioned. So we, as management of WASREF, we were already in the process of reviewing that document. So we said it's an opportune time. So what that the court did was actually to help us accelerate the review. And we took it positively. We said instead of going to the Court of Appeal to appeal, let's take the opportunity, review the document, and do more detailed public participation on the same. And as we prioritized corporate governance, we have also the other three guidelines, that is the one on tariffs. We were in the process of reviewing it. It has not been reviewed since the inception of regulation in this country, and there has been quite, other evolving issues on the same. So we thought we carry along that one. Then asset development is one of our key mandates. We thought we harmonize and come up with something that we can really recommend as the guiding principles in the water sector, and we are doing that, so we'll be discussing it. And then the other one is on water capability. We all appreciate, because of climate change, areas like Mount Kenya region, where we used to take water straight from the rivers, you no longer find that very clean water, unless at the very high, almost inside the forest, because of course climate change, human habitation, and so on and so forth. Our quality of water has also declined, so we thought it is important we also have a guideline that can support the sector in this area. The four guidelines have been reviewed. We have drafts, we are calling them drafts, and therefore as our key stakeholders, we found it necessary, even without the law, to bring them to you so that you input them, you enrich them, so that as we use them, they are appealing to and communicating to each one of us. Because so it is not really a regulator's guideline, it will be our guideline. Sindio mbiki ambu mtasema ile guideline ya regulator. Now that you are involved, it is ours. Ni yetu zote. Because really, what you set to achieve, I'm sure we have a common goal at all levels, be it the county government, be it the regulator at the national level, be it the WSPs. Our interest is to serve the people, to facilitate that universal access to water. Si kweli ama kuna mwingine akona any other objective or purpose of existence? To me, we are on the same direction, and therefore we should be able to synergize and help each other to attain that universal access by the year 2030 as per our dream as a country. So I don't want to take a lot of time. I want to give my good friend Wasiri, we had a session with all the CECs across, particularly on the corporate guidelines, so that we are reading from the same page. And we invited them in their respective regions now to come in for the other guidelines. And Wasiri Meru, we are really very happy that you've been able to join us. You'll be our ambassador in the caucus, among the others. And therefore, I want to give you an opportunity to submit our stakeholders wengine, and you assure them of the COG support, because you are the senior most now among the owners of these companies seated in this room. We appreciate next week is Christmas. The festive season set in this weekend. I'm told that a number of WSPs have planned for end of year party today, others tomorrow. So what we'll be doing, if we can possibly push a little bit in the evening and we finalize the assignment today, that will be welcome. Then we can release ourselves to go and release, being team leaders, to go and release the other team members for the Christmas holidays and also wish them well. And really I appreciate you for creating time to come over and discuss this. And so the approach that we'll take, it's really not so much about us, we are not on the dock. Because at times in public participation, people assume the presenter is on the dock. What the presenter is doing is telling you, this is what we thought on these issues. So give us your views. Are we together? So once you give us your views, we don't have to respond here. That will not be the end. We had public participation in Western Kenya, which was in Kisumu. The central region was in Naivasha. The coast region was in Taita Taveta. The Mount Kenya region and northern Kenya is this one. So we shall get all those views together, and we shall have a team of experts to look at each of the proposals and then come up with the final document, which we shall, circulate to you and advertise it before we adopt it to become guidelines or to start being operational. Are we together? So please don't, be harmed with very heavy questions and looking for answers from us. Give us your proposal. That's what we are looking for today. So that we also save on time. Burning issues, we'll respond on them where we can possibly discuss one or two areas. But the others, share with us, either in person or through memorandums. We are still open. You can write. When are we closing? The date for closing. There is a date. It's there on the website, and I know you are all serving. So you can, so long as you give us your input before then in writing, we also take that into consideration. So really, we don't intend to take a lot of time. Therefore, guidelines, maybe the one on corporate governance and the one on tariffs might, require quite some discussion, but the other two, the technical ones, are quite straightforward, and I know we can spend less time on that. Sawa sawa. So if you allow me, at this juncture, I want to welcome the Honorable CCM just to greet us. After that, we take a short break of tea and we come and proceed straight to the presentation. Okay, thank you so much. Karibu Wasili.
Thank you, Mr. Tani. Good morning. Good morning. It's good in the morning. I will not take much time. First of all, somebody asked about the expectation. Today I don't have any expectation. I will interacting with these guidelines, specific corporate guidance. Thank you, Dr. Dr. has organized a session with all the CC members, the 47 of them from the country, last week in Naivasha. So I've given my views there. So today, Dr. I'm here to represent other CC members, and also I'm here to support you. We have worked very closely. You have really supported us with your team. So when you are coming around within our region, I saw it is good to come and support you. So that is why I'm here, and also observing what you are doing. We agreed when we were in Naivasha that our CC members, some of them should attend the regional missions as an observer. So I'm here as an observer. So I'll not be talking much in that. I will be listening. Maybe where I can talk much is on issues on tariff, because I have not interacted very well with the tariff guidelines. So today I'm here to bring the guidelines. Otherwise, I will be leaving the I will be leaving late of the day. I have another engagement. So I will be leaving after lunch. So asante sana, expect a lot of support from other CC members. I will be reporting this in our focus in Afghan, that I was here and what you are doing. So expect a lot of support from the COG also. I expect that the county government and all other stakeholders have seen the turnout awards around. Turnout awards, I saw you around. Yes, so expect a lot of support. I'm also expecting that we will be working together. County government, other development agencies, and also the regulator. Sometimes the regulator is very much feared by the industry. But the way you have now come to our counties and also introducing to the corporate, the WSPs, I think now we don't fear you. We are a part of you. So we are learning a lot from you. We are a part of these guidelines. We accept that you are giving us this opportunity so that we contribute and we have a say on how we are governed also as water service providers. So asante sana, Mungu awabariki na mkono sana.